aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum-level service and stock recommendations. It's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Want the truth when investing in the stock market? Here's how.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Listen to my radio show every day because that's where you're going to get the truth. You're not going to get the truth listening to these dopes on Fake Business News Network. The other day, Kramer said, don't listen to the banks. They're giving you wrong information. When he told you to buy Merrill Lynch, remember? And what happened? They went broke.
Get the truth at philsgang.com.
Join my gang, philsgang.com. Get the truth. And also listen to me on my podcast on YouTube and Rumble. That's philsgang.com. What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, 60%? Gasoline, 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com. You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
In this past 6 months, in addition to this progress on inflation coming down, real wages have actually turned positive. So we've now had real wage growth, real positive wage growth for the last 6 months. And what that's doing is it's helping to sustain the consumer and maintaining these historically low levels of credit card delinquency, mortgage delinquency. And so even as we see this uncertainty in what is an uncertain economy right now, we are continuing to see these positive signs that this transition that we've been talking about for some time to more steady and stable growth is not only possible, but looks increasingly likely.
Are you kidding me? It's amazing how these people just think, well, like they're talking right now. I'll go over this in a moment. The market this morning, how the market went down because the market had these bad numbers. The banks came in with bank earnings came in. They were pretty bad. The market went down, went negative. But I told everybody, I told my members, when that happens, what's going to happen, I said, when the market moves first on these numbers, it's going to go the wrong way. Then it'll turn around and it'll go positive. So when you hear these numbers and they give these bank numbers and their banks are coming into losses, the market's going to go down. But they'll turn it around and bring it back positive because the analysts are going to start with, oh, well, this is good news. Bad news is good news. This is exactly what I said yesterday. They're going to say, if take the overall earnings of 2020, the last quarter of 2022, they're going to be terrible. They're going to be minus 4% compared to the earnings in 2021, the last quarter, which was up 34%. But they're going to use that to spin and say, well, this is good. This is good that we're down 4% compared to being up 34%. That means it's all behind us now. And that's what they did this morning. When the banks came in and they got hit hard, and losing money, all of a sudden people panicked, started to sell their bank stocks. And then they turned right around and went back up, positive. And now here we are, positive again this afternoon. It's just unbelievable. And then they keep telling us how inflation, even though because the economy is going to slow down for 2023, that means that inflation is going to go down. No, it's not. No, it's not. Inflation is not going to slow down. Inflation is going to keep continuing because we're not fighting inflation. You don't fight 8% inflation with a 4% rate hike, for God's sakes, or raising the Fed fund rate 4%. That's silly. But this is what really gets me here when they start talking about wages. Listen to this. I mean, they just lie. It's unbelievable.
In this past 6 months, in addition to this progress on inflation coming down, real wages have actually turned positive. So we've now had real wage growth, real positive wage growth for the last 6 months. And what that's doing is it's helping to sustain the consumer and maintaining these historically low levels of credit card delinquency.
Unbelievable. None of that's true. We've been trapped in a cycle, okay, of wages, rising wages. And we're in that cycle where wages are going up, but the gains keep getting wiped out because inflation's at a 40-year high. So let's just take prices on average up 8% than they were, let's say, a year ago. And let's say that figure takes into account a whole basket of goods and services, and prices increase, outpacing the typical wage growth. We know that. Prices are increasing. Prices are outpacing wage growth. Everybody knows that. What's he talking about? Price hikes, especially fuel, food, rent, that's why they take them out, and they only talk about the core, because they don't want to put those back in. Because you put those back in, things really get bad. So they pull them out. Oh, don't worry about the fuel, food, and rent. We'll pull that out because it makes things more stable. Unbelievable. So, but again, wages aren't keeping up. Unless your wages or your salary grew much higher than the national average of 4.5% last year, inflation has canceled it out. Everybody knows this. So that means that while you may be making more money, you're going to be buying less stuff. In fact, a person who makes, let's say, $50,000 or less, $10,000, $8,000 to $10,000 has been wiped out. In other words, inflation was so bad that you paid $8,000 to $10,000. Nothing's changed. You live the same lifestyle, but now you had to pay your bills and buy stuff. Prices going up, and at the end of the year, you look and say, "Wait a minute, I got $8,000 less than I had last year. What did I do? I did the same exact thing. I didn't do anything. I went to the grocery store. I bought what I needed. I paid for my health insurance. Why do I have? What's going on here? Well, because your wages." They're not. You're not getting anything. Your dollar is going down. Your purchasing power is getting killed because the dollar's not backed by anything. It's backed by air. That's why we got to get the dollar back on the gold standard, or we're going to end up like Rome. That's what happened to Rome. So if you made $20 an hour starting in January, say 2020, and you worked 40 hours a week every week of the year, you would have earned, what, $40,000, $42,000, about 70% of what our 164 million workforce make. That's right, about 70% of our workers make about $41,600. Now, let's assume you paid no taxes, no Social Security. You purchased nothing. That means your total wages would have been enough to purchase a new car outright, around $41,000. Now, let's say you got a 5% raise to $21 an hour in 2022. If you worked the same amount, and again, no taxes, no Social Security or purchases, at the end of the year, you would have earned $43,680, but no longer you'd be able to afford the new vehicle, which now costs $47,000. You made more money, but that money is worth a lot less. And this guy doesn't get that. Oh, I think they get it. But just like they lie to us and say, oh, don't worry about it, inflation's transitory. Now they're telling us, oh, hey, we're going to do good this year. Things are great this year. Because guess what? Inflation's going to come down. No, it's not. Inflation's going to get worse. It's going to get much worse. And one thing why it's going to get worse is because of the fact that we still are having problems with our ports. And again, ships are still sitting there 7 to 10 days. The supply chain issues have improved little over 2 years under Transportation Secretary Buttigieg. Are you kidding me? He's done nothing. Warehouse space is still too limited to keep up with online demand. And going into 2023, ships are being held up 10 to 15 days. That's a 10% increase over 2020, 15% increase over 2021, and a 20% increase over 2022. And they expect a 25% increase over 2023. And what's Buttigieg doing? He's always on vacation. Unbelievable. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy the stock. Then you have two people on the show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right, follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color code chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Friday the 13th. Man, unbelievable. So today we saw what I told you yesterday was going to happen. Friday is earnings season, and it is going to be very ugly. The fourth quarter 2021, up 34% in profits. Fourth quarter of 2022, minus 4%. First, the market's going to drop. Then they're going to say, but wait, this bad news is good news. It means the bottom's in, and then they'll rally it. That's exactly what happened. I said that yesterday, remember, right on this radio show. I told my members that, just like the other day. I said, this will happen again. This is what they do. The plunger team will come in and financially engineer the market to go back up, because that's why I always have my members in the S&P during earnings season, especially in the beginning of earnings season. The first 4 to 5 days before earnings season starts, I just have them in with minimum shares, what we call a scout. And then the day that earnings season starts, then we'll start adding to our position as we see, the progress. Because that's why they put the banks first, because they can rig the market with the banks first. Even today, think about this. The banks were such a mess when they came out this morning. Citi, profits dropped 21%. JP Morgan, profits dropped 27%. Wells Fargo's earnings halved. And then they announced they're going to be shrinking their mortgage business. No kidding. Banks are in financial trouble. But yet, after the market dropped, I don't know, what did they go down? 250 points, something like that, or more? They turned right around and shot right back up. Now we're up 85 points. How could that be? If the profits dropped 21% for Citi, JP Morgan 27%, and Wells Fargo, not only did the earnings halve, but they made an announcement. We're getting so killed in this business, Morgan, we're getting out of it. We're shrinking it. But the market rallied. Well, because the plunger team went and bought options to keep the market up there. Unbelievable, isn't it? Just unbelievable. So as I said yesterday, here's another thing. Listen to this.
Earnings, we haven't talked about those a whole lot, Gina. The expectations are pretty bad. And you wonder if the expectations are so bad that there's a likelihood that maybe they won't be as bad as people think.
There you go. Exactly what I said. That's how they're going to think. And then they feed that to them. Then they feed them. Oh, things are really bad. But wait a minute. This bad news is good news. Boom, market rally today. That's why you got to be in the spiders during earnings season.
Things aren't as bad as people think they might be. Like you heard from Jamie Dimon, he actually says the consumer is still quite strong.
Oh, yeah, the consumer's really strong. The consumer's so screwed he doesn't know what he's doing. Are you kidding me? The consumer's quite strong. Jamie Dimon he's not telling the truth. Why would he tell the truth? There's no benefit for him telling the truth. There's no benefit for the fake business network. CNBC or any of them. Fox Business, any of them. There's nothing in it for them to tell the truth. They got to keep you pumped up and going. So let's get back to what's going on here. So if you look at Buddha Bug, we got a real problem still going on. Okay, with these supply chain issues. One of the big problems we also have for inflation is Ukraine. So you take the supply chain issues, you take Ukraine, that's another big problem. Because of all the sanctions that were imposed on Russia, that impacts all of Europe, the gas and so forth. No way. Inflation is going to continue to go up. Going to get worse. And one reason it's going to get worse is who the president put in place as transportation secretary. He set somebody up for failure. Are you kidding me? Buddha Bug. In 2023, he tells us, the first day of here, 2023, did you hear him? He said, don't worry about the supply chain. We're going to fix it. We got it fixed. When they were talking about the screw up with the airlines, they asked him about the supply chain still screwed up. They're still sitting offshore waiting to get unloaded. When they do get unloaded, there's no truck there. He said, don't worry. He says, we're going to fix it. I set up a task force. So here we go. Set up a task force. And I'm holding roundtable discussions. Do you know what a task force means when they say that? They have no idea what the hell they're doing. That's what it means. They don't know how to fix the problem. But it's going to look like we do. And we'll throw a bunch of money at it. And they threw at this last year $241 million they gave to these ports. And you know right now, 87 million of the 241 million they can't find. It's not accounted for. They don't know where it went. But Buddha Bug doesn't matter. He just flies around. 20 trips. Beautiful private jets. We pay for it. This guy is so far over his head. It's unbelievable. Think about it. Biden takes this guy. Okay? I mean, this was so irresponsible of Biden. Well, he's a pretty irresponsible guy, right? Leaving these papers in his Corvette in the glove compartment, right? Top secret. But he takes this guy from a little tiny town of 100,000 people, a budget of $10 million, and he now gives him a budget of $160 billion. He's been managing a budget of 10 million people, 2,800 employees. Now Biden says, hey, I'm going to give you a budget of $160 billion, and you're going to manage 58,000 people. This is Biden's fault.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. These are volatile times in the stock market.
Market's up 200, then it's up 800, it's up 700.
How do you get the facts when investing?
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. If you're confused about the stock market, get unconfused. Go to my site, philsgang.com, and listen to my radio show every weekday at 3 Eastern. What is the market going to do? We know exactly what the market's going to do.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
There's no need for you to be losing money.
Check it out, philsgang.com. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. So, we have, please go to my YouTube channel because you're going to see there these little, they're just very short, what should I call them? They're about a minute long, YouTube shorts. They're short video and they're great. I mean, just get right to the point. And we're getting big hits on those. People really enjoy them. I mean, it gets right to the point. Okay, so just go and take a look at one. This last one I put up, what was it entitled? Why the, housing crash to dwarf the stock market crash. About a minute long. Gets right to the point. People enjoy those. So check that out. Also, would you please go to my homepage, philsgang.com, and go to where it says how to Pro 2 works. Now, Pro 2 is a chart that we designed. It's color-coded, and it's going to tell you if your stock's going to go down. Wouldn't it be nice you're sitting there, you have your whatever you're using for a platform, your stock's going up. Wouldn't it be nice you have it sitting right there and it tells you, wow, it just told me this stock's going to go down. Start out with a warning, it was yellow, and then it turns red. Never wrong. Never wrong. And for 10 days, you get to check that statement out, what I just said. It's never wrong. It will turn red, and it'll tell you they're pulling their money out. Wouldn't you want to know that? If you're in a stock, instead of calling your broker, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? You don't have to call your broker. And you got 10 days. Not only the 10 days for that, for my Pro 2 calculator, you have access to our whole teaching format. All our classes and everything's archived, and you get the whole program for 10 days. But for God's sakes, if anybody would just, I don't know who wouldn't want to go and take a look at the Pro 2 that tells you, never wrong, that your stock is going to go down. They're pulling money out. And vice versa. Your stock's going to go up. But let's talk about the downside. And then if you know it's going to go down, you can get out. Don't get hurt or put a stop in. Or better yet, learn how to sell short with us. So when it goes down, you go, great. I made 12% on the way up. I'm going to make 15% on the way down. So go to my site, philsgang.com, and it says right there how the Pro 2 works. Right next to it, where it says Pro 2, and you look at it, right next to it, it says Get Started. Get Started. You click that to get into our program, okay? All right. So, so going into today, as I said, and I warned you yesterday, I warned everybody that this was going to happen. The earnings are going to be terrible. The stocks are going to go down, and they're going to turn around the plunger team and push them right back up by buying options. And that's what they did. And so now they're going to keep trying to push this market up because now the next earnings, what's the next earnings? Is it the big tech now? Is that the next one? Yeah. So soon, when's the big tech start? Yeah. So they set it up so that they start the banks out first. So they always rally out of the gate with the banks. They always can do that with the banks get going. And 5 days before the first bank reports, like today, 5 days before, go check it out. You see, 5 days, boom, 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 went straight up. Went straight up. This is the game they play. Yeah, Texas next. It starts Tuesday. It'll be Texas. Now what they're going to do is play games with that. They're going to start playing games with the tech. You watch. Try to push those up. This is how it always works. But the end of the deal, the market's going to go down at least another 30%. And don't tell me that they're saying, well, inflation's going to get better now going into 2023. It's not going to get better because we got the Ukraine problem and we still have the supply chain issues. And as I said, you can't really blame Mayor Pete. Think about it. Biden is so irresponsible where he puts those stupid documents, They're classified in his Corvette, I guess. He loves his Corvette. He's so irresponsible. He says the former Mayor Pete, who was on a stage with him for 11 months, Mayor, how big's your town? Oh, 100,000 people. What's your budget? Oh, 10 million. 10 million? Okay, you qualify. I'm going to give you $160 billion budget to oversee. Yours is 10 million? How about if I give you $160 billion? How many employees you got, Mayor Pete? Oh, I got about 2,800. Okay, you're going to be overseeing 58,000. And he had to sit there and say, I'm not qualified for this. Not qualified for this. But Biden put him in charge. And that's why, and nobody talks about it. Nobody wants to talk. Everybody's talking like this problem is over with. That's what gets me. It's like, okay, everything's over, everything's fine now at these ports. They're not. They're not. We still are in the midst of one of the biggest supply chain breakdowns ever. And who gets hurt the most? The middle class. They get hurt the most. Biden set up Buttigieg for failure. That's all he did as a press secretary. Transportation secretary. He also set up for failure the press secretary, Pierre Eiffel Tower. I mean, these two people are not qualified. And then he sets up for the assistant secretary, a woman by name, she's a transgender, and assistant health secretary. So why did he pick these three people? Was it for talent? No. He told everybody when he was running for president, I'm going to have the most diversified cabinet. Well, that's okay. I don't care. I don't care if he's gay, Buttigieg, or she's a lesbian, or the other one's a transgender. I could care less if they had the talent. But he didn't put him in for talent. That's how bad this guy is. It was more important to put them in because he wanted to show everybody what a good guy he is. And we are all suffering. And what does Buttigieg do? He's not around. He's never around. He's either with his husband and his kids on vacation, or he's flying with his husband all over the world on a private jet. I don't forget how many times at our expense. He's doing nothing. And what an insult last week when he said, I've got it fixed. I've got it fixed now, no problem. I'm going to be setting up committees. You know, the first time any government person tells you they're going to set up a committee, you know it's over. You know it's over. All right, so let's talk about some stocks now. What's going to happen here? Well, they're going to try to push the NASDAQ stocks. They're going to try to rig the NASDAQ to go up. Last week, they kept saying every day on CNBC, wow, the NASDAQ stocks are doing great. The NASDAQ stocks are leading. Boy, they're really doing great. The headline yesterday, 4-day winning streak, NASDAQ 4-day winning streak. No, it wasn't. Stop lying. It was a short covering, for God's sakes. What they call swing trades. When you invest, you either have a swing trade, which you're in for 1 day to 4 days. It's mostly short covering. When you have a downtrend channel, meaning if you look at your S&P and it's gone down and down and down, a down channel, it's been down about, 38% now for over a year. Over a year. And when you have a downtrend channel like that, and all of a sudden Microsoft goes up for 4, 5, 6 days, all that is short covering. But boy, they didn't say that, did they? So now people are jumping into Microsoft. They're going to jump into Amazon, buying the dip. They're all going to get killed. Look, join my gang free for 5 days, for God's sakes. Okay? And 10 days, rather. And learn how this all works.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, You get the truth. You get clarity. And you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. Phil'sGang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at Phil'sGang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. You know, I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%, lumber's up 67%, heating oil, what, 60%, gasoline 55%. I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason, so that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, boydinvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. So look, we made great returns on oil when nobody wanted oil. Remember when oil was down at nobody wanted oil. I kept telling my gang, be patient, be patient. I think it was about 6 months and finally started to go up. And I think we averaged about 40% return on oil, 30 to 40% on the oil stocks. We did the same thing with gold. AU was one of our favorite stocks. AU's up about, what did we say? It's about 53%. AU's up 53%. But why? We caught it when nobody wanted it. And the beautiful thing about the Pro 2 color-coded chart, it would tell us when that money was going to start going into that gold into the miners. It told us when money was going into the oil sector. You didn't have to guess at it. And then it tells you when to get out. So when these collapse, we'll be there ready to get out. So you got to buy stocks when they're not popular. But they keep telling you every day to keep buying these popular stocks on a dip. And these poor people buy the same stocks over and over and over. They can't get out of them. They're addicted to them. Apple and Microsoft and Tesla, and they're getting slaughtered in them. If you only knew how to short. Now, take Apple, for example. Do you know that Apple, in the last year, went down about, well, give me a number here, it was around 178 down to about 125. So Apple dropped, that's about I think that's around, 30%. 30% people, and all they had to do was sell it short. We had a perfect setup short with Apple at 167. Okay, 167 down to 141. We had another perfect setup. That was 15%. Here's another one we captured. It was right around $160, and it dropped down to around 135. 15%. But before that, when our color-coded chart turned green at around 150, we caught on the way up from 150 up to about 174. That was 16% gain. It was green, and it told us when to get out. And then we started to short, as I said, it was around 161. We started to short at 161 down to I don't know, 136. So that's 50. So in other words, if you're going to make money in this business, you got to get into the stocks that nobody wants when they're on sale. Stop buying stocks on the dips when you have the S&P, you have the Dow going straight down. The NASDAQ going straight down. When you have a downtrend, you have 500 stocks going down, and someone tells you to buy, you're going against the trend. How are you going to do that? It's like trying to swim upstream. But see, that's all you know. Buy. There's another side to it. It's called sell short. It is so easy to do. And you'll build your confidence if you use the Pro 2. Because the Pro 2 tells you the stock that you're in is now going to go down. So just go to my site, philsgang.com, and go to where it says how the Pro 2 works. Right next to it, it says get started, click, and then you'll get access to our membership, our whole membership, everything we have, all the archives, everything for 10 days. You got a free trial for 10 days. All right, listen to this. Listen to this. This really makes me sick. It should make you sick too. Even if you're a very, very left person, this should make you sick too. Where's the
classified material next to your Corvette? What were you thinking?
Let me, I'm going to get a chance to speak on all this, God willing, soon. But as I said earlier this week, people, and by the way, my Corvette's in a locked garage. Okay? So it's not like you're sitting out in the street.
So
but anyway.
It was in a locked garage.
Yes, as well as my Corvette.
He talks about his Corvette. Like the Corvette is more important. Understand, when he stole the election, when he stole the White House, he stole the documents from President Obama. So if anyone says he didn't steal the White House, hell, he did. He stole the White House and all the documents. Are you kidding me? This is crazy. And what's really crazy is they're not going to his houses, his offices, to see if there's anything else. No. But Trump, what they did to Trump, that's not right. I don't care if you hate Trump. And I don't care if you're a lefty, if you're a communist. I don't care. Somehow inside you got to think. That's why there should never be a Republican or Democrat party. I mean, this is terrible. Everybody picks a team. Everybody, I was watching that View this morning, some of the cuts from the View. Boy, that was disgusting. And what does she say? Who's the one on the View? She looks like the back end of a mule. What's her name? Reed or something? I don't know. Whoever the woman is, the head of she's the host of the View. Joy Behar, I think it's Joy Behar. I was so sickening by what she said. She knew she couldn't make an excuse for Biden. And she finally came out, she was frustrated and said, well, the difference between the two is this. Biden's a nice man. And Trump's a liar. How'd you like to have her sitting on a jury if you're in trouble? Trump's a nice man. We shouldn't go after him. He's a nice man. I mean, Biden's a wonderful man. He's a grandfather type. Leave him alone. He didn't do anything wrong. Now they're coming out with they planted it. Now, there could be some truth to the planting. Think about it. If you have Democrats that don't want him to run, they could be planting this stuff. The Democrats, not Republicans, the Democrats could say, this guy, we got to make sure he doesn't run. He's a crackpot. He can't run. But it all comes back to the stock market. All this emotion, everything's going on, makes the stock market volatile. Just like what you saw today. We went down 200 points on terrible earnings, and now it's up 104 points on terrible earnings. I told you that was going to happen, didn't I? I've only been doing this about, 55 years. There's nothing like the stock market because unlike the housing crash, the problem with the housing market is not liquid. And think about it. And I said this yesterday. It's amazing when you think about the numbers. I mean, the amount of debt. It took 11 years to build up to $100 billion in debt a quarter. It only took 2 years to build up to $282 billion. 2 years to build up to $282 billion a quarter in debt. That's why these banks are in big trouble. And you're going to have a great opportunity to sell these banks short and make a ton of money. But you got to learn how to short. This is crazy. Unbelievable. So, again, the opportunity is going to be right in front of you to sell short. If you don't think this market's, if anybody doesn't think this market's going down, I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong. There is no way this market can sustain any rally. The valuations are nuts, but here's the real problem. The home valuations are worse. I got go to my YouTube channel, Phil's Gang YouTube channel. I got a little thing there. It's about a minute long. YouTube short. Go to my YouTube short, and I got it says how the what's the title? The mortgage crash, housing crash will dwarf the stock market crash, and it will. And here's the big problem: everybody, 147 million people will say have a home. Only 37 million people have a 401k. Now I know you're going to email me and say 80 million people have. I know, I get that, but there's only 37 million people who participate. The other people don't participate. Do you imagine what's going to happen? This debt has gone up so fast in 2 years from $100 billion a quarter to $282 billion. Prices doubled, went up 50%, some 100%. These houses are so overpriced, it's unbelievable. And when they start going down, it's going to be worse than 2008 because people are going to be stunned that they're losing so much money in their house, they're not going to consume anything. Learn how to short. Have a nice weekend.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.